Chaos and sorrow spread through the town as news circulates about the departure of the prisoners. The families of those arrested are heartbroken and frantic. They move between the convent, the barracks, and the town hall seeking help, but find no solace. The curate has shut himself away, claiming illness, and the alferez has tightened security, making it impossible for anyone to offer comfort to the prisoners. The governor, typically ineffective, is now more useless than ever, leaving the townspeople without leadership. Outside the jail, a crowd of women has gathered, refusing to leave despite the sweltering heat. Among them is Dore, the wife of Don Filippo, clutching her baby. She refuses to go home, insisting there's no reason for her son to live if his father is not there to raise him. Capitana Tinay weeps for her son, Antonio, and Capitana Maria watches silently, her twin sons imprisoned. Another woman, the mother-in-law of Andong, is not as composed. Furious, she rants about how her son-in-law was arrested just for wearing new pants. Her fiery words, however, do not stir the others to action. Among the crowd, murmurs spread, blaming Don Crisostomo Ibarra for the situation. Ibarra, once the hope of the town, is now seen as the source of its suffering. Even the schoolmaster is there, confused and despondent, while Ñor Juan, Ibarra's faithful contractor, is dressed in mourning, having already accepted Ibarra's likely death. At 2 p.m, an open cart pulled by oxen arrives to transport the prisoners. The crowd rushes toward it, but Capitana Maria stops them, reminding them that destroying the cart would only force the prisoners to walk. As the soldiers surround the cart, the prisoners begin to emerge. Don Filippo is the first, and although he smiles at his wife, Dore breaks down in tears. Antonio follows, weeping like a child, as does Andong, who blames his mother-in-law for his misfortune. Albino, once a seminarian, and Capitana Maria's twin sons appear next, all of them serious and somber. Last to appear is Ibarra, unbound but flanked by guards. Unlike the others, he has no one in the crowd to mourn for him. The sight of him sparks anger in the crowd. People cry out, accusing him of causing all the misery. Dore, in tears, blames him for her husband's arrest, and other relatives of the prisoners hurl insults at him. Some even throw stones. Ibarra, without resistance, orders the guards to bind him like the others. As the procession begins to move, the crowd's anger intensifies. Stones and curses are hurled at Ibarra. One man even runs alongside him, cursing the wealth of Ibarra's family, which he believes has brought ruin to the town. The insults continue, with some calling Ibarra a coward for not fighting back during the previous unrest. Despite all this, Ibarra remains calm and silent, bearing the punishment with dignity. He seems lost in thought, perhaps reflecting on the tragic histories of those who suffered before him, like Elias and the man who had been publicly whipped. Only Capitana Maria refrains from cursing him, her silent tears and grief setting her apart from the rest of the crowd. The procession passes by Ibarra's burned-down home, a painful reminder of his past. Overcome with emotion, Ibarra finally breaks down, tears streaming down his face as he realizes that everything he once had, his family, his home, his future, is gone. Now he has no country, no friends, and no hope. Watching from a distance is the old philosopher, Tasio. He had left his sickbed to witness the tragic event, but had grown too weak to reach the town square. He watches the procession until it disappears, deep in thought about the fate of Ibarra and the town. Later, as he makes his way back home, Tasio collapses and is found dead the next day on the threshold of his home. His passing marks the end of another chapter in the town's sorrowful history.